Welcome into the Victory Fuel Studio. This is the 42nd Annual Speedway Motors IMCA Super Nationals, fueled by Casey's. Sean Neisted, Ben Deathridge. Ben, I just got a text message from a friend a little bit ago. It said TGIF. I didn't even know it was Friday already.
Same here. It's all just one big day here at the Speedway Motors IMCA Super Nationals, fueled by Casey's, except there's a couple of stops there where things go black for maybe a couple hours and we're up and going again.
And look behind us. Check out this sweet-looking hardware that's going to be up for grabs. It's almost there. Tomorrow we go dancing for this beautiful hardware.
I know I'm looking at this thing here, and whoever wins it, I'm going to have to look up to them because it's so tall. This is simply impressive.
Absolutely. You know, there was some other hardware on the line here on a Thursday night. Let's take a look at the highlights from last night's Stock Car Invitational.
30 laps ahead of us, boys. Let's get dirty for 30. Woo, boy, if this doesn't turn you on, you haven't got a switch.
30 laps of stock cars, doing stock car things. We're green flag.
Field heads on down to turns 1 and 2. Kevin Opine with a great start of the 44K around the top side of the speedway. He's going to power down the back straightaway. Big surge of power. Luke Lemons, though, in the middle may have the edge as they enter turns 3 and 4. Here comes Shelby Williams, going to make it 4 deep for third off of turn number 4. Your leader of lap number 1 is Luke Lemons. Shelby was a good run to the top side of the speedway. He's going to make it a 4-car pack at the front. They'll go down to turns 3 and 4. It is Jake McBurney sneaking past the low side of Opine. The local boy doing good here, doing all-star things.
Wow, look at Shelby Williams to the outside. Oh, here comes the bottom Texas racer. He's going to get the daily double down the back straight. We got 2 for 1 special. McBurney around the bottom, and it'll be Williams on the outside. 44K of Opine. Here comes Casey Woken, the 35 JW squeezing to the outside. Now McBurney going to the top, makes the lane change. Williams will shoot to the bottom.
Williams going to work to low side of McBurney now here. We'll see if he'll slide up. He's going to slide up right in front of McBurney. McBurney crosses him over off of 2. The 82, the 822 of McBurney is your race leader. Terrific 4-car battle now for the 3rd position. You've got Opine, Lemons, Reynolds, and Woken all side by side, nose to tail. They'll work through turns 1 and 2. Reynolds trying to find racing room between Lemons and Woken to make it 4 wide. Not going to work that time.
Wow, they're 4 wide down the back straightaway with Shryock Sacco, the 00 machine of Fett, the 92 of Shaproff. There is racing everywhere but for the lead right now. Casey Woken, where did that kid come from? Starting back there in the 4th row outside, 12th on this one. He has just been trucking his way up now into the number 2 spot.
Looking to make his name on that B&B Racing All-Star Invitational list of winners. He will lead him to white this time by Jerry. Just 1 lap to go for the boy from Boone.
White flag out. He'll put her to the top side in turn 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. They'll hurry into turn number 3 and 4. He's going to lay it to the top shelf where Sue Pie hides the good stuff. He's an all-star champion, Jake McBurney.
Man, what a field of cars. Good race there with Shelby there for a little bit. I didn't really know what was going on. He kind of showed me the top there, and I just figured I'd throw a slider there and try to hold on to it. But, you know, Shelby's a great racer, so I was kind of in defense mode there for a bit. But I think, man, this B&B chassis by Bob Harris Enterprises is ripping. We got a good piece, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the week here.
So the B&B Chassis All-Star Invitational going to Jake McBurney. Congratulations to him, but some fantastic drivers right behind him. Casey Woken gained 10 spots. Kelly Shryock going plus 14.
Yeah, it's a really competitive race. This isn't something of a glorious hot lap session. These are drivers that won a race that paid at least $1,000. And they had to qualify through time trials to get in, and it did not disappoint. And it's just so competitive as well. This race is for the stock cars has been around for 4 years. There's been 4 different winners.
Yeah, Shelby Williams 4th in that event last night. Challenged for the lead there for a while. And how about it for Dallin Murray? Gained 22 positions. Fantastic racing.
Absolutely. Just a little bit of an appetizer, what we're going to see tomorrow for the dance, as well as tonight for some qualifiers.
Yeah, we've got a lot of racing to get to for the rest of today here at the Super Nationals. And again, it's all about the Friesen Performance Modifieds and the Sunoco stock cars.
Exactly. And the theme of tonight is get in. Don't worry about having to fall back on points or anything of that nature for an LCQ for tomorrow. You want to get into those top 4 spots, as they're going to be like the last couple nights. There's going to be 2 25-lap qualifiers, and the top 4 in those will go on to into the dance, and tomorrow we'll get their tickets punched. And this is about the outside row. Wednesday was the inside. Thursday was the middle. Today is the outside. And we'll also find out who is going to be starting in those middle rows with the toss of the beanbags.
You can imagine drivers getting locked in today. They'll sleep a lot better as they prepare to go dancing here tomorrow. Also, some special events on the track here throughout the day as well.
We do. We've got the Fast Shafts All-Star Invitational for the Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds. And that's a deal, too, that's very competitive. In the last 5 years, there's been 4 different winners, with Joel Rust, the most recent winner, the only driver in that 5-year span to win more than once.
You know, more than 1,000 competitors have checked in for this year's Super Nationals, a new record. Only a large handful of them are going to go home with a really cool trophy like these, but you don't have to go home a winner to be thankful to be at the Super Nationals.
I'll start off by saying, thankful for everyone that made it here safe.
Beer, race cars, and my dad, because he's a 2-time Super Nationals champion.
My family for letting me come and be here for a week.
All our sponsors, fans, all of that means a lot to us.
So I race a lot of places, and there's no dirt like here. It's every time you go out, it's something different, and you just never can catch up to this track, it seems like.
All these awesome people out here, through racing, you get a lot of good people, make good friends, and IMCA team.
Our family is probably most thankful for our health and safety. That's very important to us.
All right, we're thankful for Hank, the track worker here, for finding my pulleys on the backstretch a couple weeks ago here at Boone. And we're thankful for Ryan and Jerry and Wade up there making funny jokes.
And then friends and family, they always have our back no matter what.
I am thankful for Super Dave and his tech crew, because they found a few things wrong on my car. Cost me a chance to the dance tonight, but we'll have to come back tomorrow.
There is a lot to be thankful for here. Ben, what are you thankful for?
Well, I mean, not to get too personal, but 2021 is supposed to be my first visit here. Unfortunately, my wife, we had just had our baby. She contracted COVID, and she passed away on the day of championship Saturday. But what I'm thankful for is everybody at IMCA TV and IMCA Racing, they had a moment where they stopped and they played a beautiful montage in her honor. And even though that was a hard day, it was, it was so great for them to pause and take a moment and recognize that. And I'm very thankful for that.
Oh, we're thankful to have you here. I'm thankful to be part of this more than 30-person team behind the scenes working at IMCA TV. And we're thankful for everyone tuning in and everyone here at the grounds, and certainly thankful for Victory Fuel bringing you all of our action from the studio. That's a wrap for this edition. Stay tuned for us. We'll be back here in the Victory Fuel studio coming up later today. Now back into some racing action in a few moments here at the 42nd Annual Speedway Motors IMCA Super Nationals, fueled by Casey's.
Our first year we came down here was in 2000, I think, to just watch. We didn't know what it was, so we came and watched, and we're like, man, we want to do that.
Super Nationals, what can you say? It's a race that everybody wants to win. We won our fair share of races over the course of years. Would-haves and should-haves and could-haves. Should have had 2 or 3, probably at least, but you just got to have that darn Boone luck.
It's a huge event. On that Saturday night, when you're going out for them features, that's when you realize the catwalk's packed, completely. But the minute you get a green flag, you don't even think about nothing but what you're doing in that car.
Your adrenaline goes sky high. You'll be shaking if you're anything like me. It's just heart pumping. It's fast, thrilling. It's something you can't experience anywhere else.
Stock car hot laps for heat race number 21 on the Speedway now. Welcome back to Boone Speedway for the 42nd annual IMCA Super Nationals. See that Flashback Friday QR code on the screen. If you're watching at home on IMCA TV, go ahead and scan that QR code. Looking for flashback photos, from days of days of yesterday. Scan that QR code and upload a photo. Share them with the rest of us here who are enjoying the week-long event in Boone. 2015 inspection sticker, man. Getting ready to go heat races 21 to 30 in this session. The final 10 heat races for the stock car division. Welcome aboard on Facebook Live, a live look-in brought to you by our friends at Napa Auto Parts. The next 5 heat races, you will be able to join us. 5 freebies on Facebook, courtesy of Napa Auto Parts.
Sorry, I was gone for a little longer. I ran into the Pope and I asked him if he could forgive me of my sins, and he said, I don't have enough time.
Yeah, Ron Pope in the house, 1993 champion. We said Jack Mitchell was here earlier this week. A slew of past champions in attendance, a number of them competing. I do want to let you know that did you do that one?
No.
The 19AH in heat race number 16 DQ'd for a right front mud plug. And in heat 20, the 4X was DQ'd for a fuel cell. So that will shake up the qualifiers for tonight's A main. Here we are, heat race number 21. Your lineup is as follows. From Shawano, Wisconsin, Trent Nolan is on the pole, the 25X. To his outside, Ryan Harris, Homer, Nebraska, the 49H.
Greg Peck, Sioux City, Iowa, the 2X, the 49X. Cole Nordquist, Beardsford, South Dakota.
Kevin Rose, Waterloo, the 22K, the 25G from Carlisle is Josh Daniels.
We'll see the 83Y of Justin Yeager and Megan Wiggins out of Shepherd, Michigan, the 83Y, and then 73W. Here we go, green flag out, heat race number 21.
If you're joining us on Facebook Live, the format tonight, 30 stock car heats. These are the final 10. You're going to get the next 5. You win your heat race, you'll redraw from 1 to 15 for the A main qualifier tonight. You finish second, you'll redraw 16 to 30. And those are the only drivers we're transferring into an A main qualifier. You need to finish 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th to race a B main for points a little bit later on. If you're outside the top 6, you're done for the night. You got to wait to see where you will start tomorrow in a last chance heat race, which will be lined up straight up based on cumulative point totals through the first 3 days of qualifying.
Working on down the back straightaway right there. Trent Nolan and Greg Peck working side by side down the front straightaway. Big hello and how you doing to Gabriel Deschamps up there in the Northland, watching from the combine, harvesting some wheat. On down the back straightaway, it's going to be that 2X machine of Peck and Nolan, the 25X. They work down into turn number 3 and 4 and down the front straightaway.
Great battle for the top spot now. They'll work high and low. Nolan up top, Peck down low. They'll battle down into turns 1 and 2. Daniels on the outside looking in, trying to race his way into a top 2 spot so he can continue his march toward a dance card on Saturday night. Working lap number 5 this time by. 3 laps to go for Trent Nolan.
On down the front straightaway, Nolan there, followed by 2X of Peck. Josh Daniels has now moved himself into the number, I was going to turn that up a little bit back there. They're going to be Daniels. They'll work on in as they hurry off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway.
Oh, Nolan going to get way up the hill that time. Not going to slow him down, though, as the green flag goes high to the air. Still 35/100ths of a second. The 25X carries over the 2X. You got a 25X, a 2X, and a 25J. 2s and 5s, X's and J's are wild here in heat race number 21. Jerry, the white flag will replace the green this time by 1 to go. Greg Peck is closing in that 2X.
It'll work him on down there. Greg Peck to the bottom. Peck, the driver out of Sioux City, chasing down the Shawano, Wisconsin racer of Trent Nolan. They'll work down into turn number 3 and 4. Up around the boulevard. They'll go down the straightaway. It's going to be Trent Nolan. And Greg Peck, 1 and 2.
Thank you to Sean and Brittany Usher for checking in over in Vinton. Great picture, Sean. I'll show this one to Jerry. He said he knew he'd find his favorite picture of us somewhere.
Oh, look at that.
That's over at the Ultra Lounge at the bowling alley.
I've
You've been
there a handful of times.
Now, you've been a handful there a few times.
Going to be Corey Pfeiffer, Indianola 71P, and the S is for Sterling. It's Portsmouth, Iowa's Sterling Sorensen.
In the second row, the 16Z from Russell, Kansas is Jeremy Zorn, and the 26J from Meadow Grove, Nebraska, Justin Addison.
95 going to be Bo Eads out of Trenton, Missouri, and David Wickman, Emmitsburg, Iowa, the 14W.
Fourth and final row from Bakersfield, California, the 27 is Daniel West, and from Milo, the 16 is Jeff Byers Jr.
Andy Lundquist and Justin Lee tuned on in, looking for a little live look in here.
4 more heats to go for your live look-in on Facebook. How about Napa Auto Parts and their support of this event this year?
Goodness, they're amazing.
Sponsoring some look-ins. They sponsored the Fan Zone. They sponsored the Prelude. A lot of great sponsors here supporting the 42nd Super Nationals. Of course, Speedway Motors, our title sponsor. Presenting sponsor, Casey's General Stores. We still haven't had our breakfast pizza from Casey's this week. We're going to have to do it tonight or tomorrow if we're going to keep tradition alive. It's been like 12 years in a row we've done this.
I think we just do it Saturday night.
Afterwards?
Yeah.
I was thinking of going home Saturday afterwards.
Okay, well,
maybe we'll do it Saturday night.
We'll see how the night goes.
3 deep for the race lead off of turn number 2. The 2S historic Sterling Sorensen going to push up the hill. He'll fall back. There's still 2 wide, 4 rows deep off of turn number 4, lap number 1. Your race leader will be the 26J of Justin Addison.
Down the back straightaway, Addison, followed by Pfeiffer, 1 and 2. Bo Eads and Sterling Sorensen. Oh my, Sterling's gonna run it onto the top of the racetrack. Down the front straightaway, Addison. Right there as they work down into turn number 1 and 2. Bo Eads going to give it the old keeper on the racetrack effort.
The old college try got high.
Wow. Didn't go to college for that.
Do want to give a shout out to promoters at Boone Speedway, Todd and Tricia Salazar. They're here at Super Nationals for the first time ever. Promoters at Boone Speedway in California. Welcome to the Midwest, Salazars. As we work lap number 4, already 4 laps into heat race number 22. Still Justin Addison out in front. Corey Pfeiffer rides in that 2 spot. Sorensen back into 3rd now. He's looking to race his way into the A main. Need to finish in the top 2.
So they work him off at turn number 4. Going to be Addison and Pfeiffer. One of those Flashback Friday pictures was Wahoo and Senni. Wahoo and his daughter from back in the day before she was the Audubon County Fair Queen. As they work on down into turn number 4, it'll be Addison, your race leader. 2 to go, green high, tipped in the air. Working off of 2 and down the back straightaway, Addison, Pfeiffer, and Sorensen. Field nice and easy off of turn number 4. 3 wide back there for points. Look at him off of turn number 4. 27 of West. Along with Eads and Wickman. Be coming to the checker down the front straightaway for Justin Addison out of Norfolk, Nebraska. Second will go to the 71P of Corey Pfeiffer.
And Sean Usher from Vinton, he said, FYI, my brother Brendan Rule was watching on his phone from a beach in Hawaii earlier this evening. He said, Super Nationals are that flipping great. I agree. Thank you, Sean.
There we go. Chris Morris, Thorndale, Texas in the 94. And John Adams from Denmark, Wisconsin with the emergency 911.
Row number 2 to the inside from Mooresville, North Carolina. The 46C is Matt Crafton. To his outside, the 44K past champion of this event from Mason City, that's Kevin Opine.
71D out of Danube, Minnesota is Sean Bruns, and Matt Gilliam, Haslett, Texas in the 50.
Fourth and final row from Salado, Texas, Trevor Egbert in the 787. And from Syracuse, Kansas, the 30 is Chris Oliver. The 3-0.
Oh, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Just to prove you really said it, Nolo, what did you say?
I told him, just the guy I want to see, so.
There's a very big, powerful, handsome, bald-headed man up there that runs stock cars pretty good as well. He's just sitting in the front row just there. See him waving at us?
I do see him.
Yeah, you know who that guy is?
Not from here, I can't see him.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mr. Lunenburg. He's a badass.
Stunner's up there.
I'm a little bit too scared to rub him too hard. Which Boone spoon did you pull out, brother?
13.
Lucky for some.
Not for me, probably.
At least you're here, mate. Good luck to you. Get after it, Nolo.
And Brandon Jacoby checking in from the couch at Greg Simmons' house. Is that a...
There was a car not making it off the racetrack, so...
That wasn't a Tiny Tim. That was
a Facebook thing anyway, right?
Oh, yeah, it's Facebook anyway.
So anywhere you're watching all over the world, can you tell your friends, can you just press share? If you're watching this right now, can you press share on your Facebook? Because we need to spread this all over the world so more people see that stock cars are rock stars.
Hello to Jeff Kolababa from Alberta, Canada. Tuned in. We go riding live on this start with Chris Morris. Halfco Springs in car looking down into turn number 1. Morris down there on the bottom. This is where the sun gets in one of those spots where it just, I don't know how they do it, but holy goodness, look where the sun's at. Well, look where Opheim's at. He's up front, might get another visit by KO to victory lane. Kevin Opheim followed by the 911 of John Adams out of Denmark, Wisconsin. Oh, Matt. No. Oh, wow. What a move by Crafton as he went to avoid Matt Gilliam. As they work down into turn number 3 and 4, it is still your leader, Kevin Opheim.
They'll work down into turns 1 and 2. Opheim and Adams feeling presidential in that second spot. They'll have the top 2 positions. The qualifying spots in hand for now as Sean Bruns runs the high side down into turns 3 and 4. Trevor Egbert going to join him upstairs as they attempt to run down Opheim and Adams here in heat race number 23. We are 3 laps into this one. 5 laps to go. Opheim has a 1 second lead over that 911 of Adams.
Look at where the sun is at right there.
How hard does that have to be?
Up front, still Kevin Opheim, followed by the 911. He's got company coming. Here comes the 71D of Sean Bruns. Bruns right back there in the number 3 spot. They'll come on down the front straightaway. All kinds of people checked in. Wonder if that one gal from Tennessee's checked in.
Gal from Tennessee?
Yeah.
What was her name?
You know, Hawk 2.
Oh, gosh. Oh, she'd be popular here.
Yeah, she would.
We'd have put her on stage last night, I suppose.
Man.
Green flag going high into the air. 2 laps to go. Opheim and Adams still 1 and 2. Bruns within a quarter of a second of a transfer spot. He and Egbert are closing in on Adams, and now Bruns going to go for broke. He'll drop to the inside of Adams for that transfer spot off of 4. Adams pushes up the hill. Bruns has it at the line with 1 lap to go.
So they'll work on down Sean Bruns, a Danube, Minnesota racer. Been at this for a long time, builds engines up there and makes them go fast. Off of turn number 4, making it look easy for an old guy. It's Kevin Opheim. Second will go to the 71D of Sean Bruns.
And thank you to Andy Hunter for checking in on IMCA TV. Thank you for the kind words, sir. Heat race number 24, that's 2 dozen, is next. Ooh, look at that lineup.
Yeah, it's going to be DJ Banks out of Brush, Colorado, the 6J, and the 18Z from Farmington, New Mexico of Zane DeVilbiss.
Row 2 to the inside, 2-time champion of this event from Chelsea, the 99XX is Dallin Murdy, and to his outside from Marshalltown, the C29 of Garrett Korn.
Going to go to row number 3, the 76Y out of
Wyowega,
Wisconsin, Caden Young and J.J. Bomley. Lathrop, Missouri, the 46.
In the 4th and final row from Winterset, Ty Hill, the 3H, and from Harwood, North Dakota, the 21J is Andrew Jokum.
Man, it's getting sunny down here, Justin. You're driving on this, like, boom, that's sun.
It was bad. I was sitting in staging. I had my crew guy. I'm like, give me some duct tape. I can't see.
Yeah, I say give me some duct tape as well, but it's usually for Gustin. Mate, which Boone spoon did you pull out, J.A.?
Outside front row.
Do number 2 like that. Give him a number 2. Two. Good luck, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
Boone, 2 shakalaka. I need a professional opinion from you both in a moment. It's a very important question.
Oh, do we have to wait? I'm curious to hear what this question is.
No, I'm probably overselling it.
Okay. All right. Off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. We're underway. Heat race number 24. It is Zippy D. Zane DeVilbiss. He'll lead him down into turns 1 and 2. 6J at DJ Banks to his inside. Garrett Korn. We're going to plant some corn on the top side of the speedway. He's going to put that car up into a transfer spot right away.
The old Corn Nuggets got the green cart ringing around the outside. Got her down on the head rows. Getting ready to dump there as they hustle off a 2 and down the back straightaway. Zippy D, your leader. Corn in the number 2 spot. Dallin Murdy back there in 3rd. They'll bring him off at turn number 4, staying in that same formation down to turn number 1.
Single foul, they'll head topside down into turns 1 and 2. Korn going to drop to the low side on DeVilbiss, trying to get a run to the inside of the 18Z. Not going to get it done. Here comes Murdy to the outside. Oh, Korn almost ran him out of room. Murdy says, going to close the door up there? Okay, I'll come in through the downstairs entrance. Nose to tail, they'll work down the front straightaway.
Down to the inside goes Korn. Now to the outside goes a 99X of Murdy. Murdy's going to get a big run. Murdy might get the 2-for-1 special. He'll work it on down there. DeVilbiss up the hill. Here comes the game changer. Can he do it? Boom, bang, got him by half a car.
And you know, Murdy wants to get in here through this heat race because he doesn't have a lot of points. Last night he did not start the B. He was back in the fan zone doing the B&B Racing Chassis All-Star Invitational redraw. Did not get his car out. We gave him time, but he apparently opted not to go to that B main, so he had it set. Knew he was going to have a low draw here tonight, and he is taking very well advantage of it.
Working on down into turn number 3 and 4. It is Dallin Murdy, the game changer, followed by Garrett Korn, the old Corn Nugget back there. Working the number 2 spot. DeVilbiss and the 21J of Andrew Jokum out of Harwood, North Dakota. Into 3 off of turn number 4. The white flag is out. 1 lap to go for Dallin Murdy.
It is Murdy. It is Korn 1 and 2. 21J of Joke. I'm going to sneak past DeVilbiss. Shuffle Zippy D back to the 4th spot. Murdy going to be talking to Wade here in a little bit. He'll lead it in off of turn number 4 where the checkered flag awaits the game changer. Dallin Murdy scores the win. Garrett Korn will join him in the 2nd A qualifier.
There you go. He raced 25 and the last one of the free one coming ready to the racetrack. It will be Chris Toot from Hourly, Minnesota, the 67-2. And Colby Fett from Algona, the 00.
In row number 2 from Esterville, that is Chris Paulsrock in the C5. And in the 05 with a junior, that's John Oliver Jr. from West Burlington.
Chad Krogmeyer, Burlington, Iowa, the 12K. And Russell Dammy Jr., Sumner, Iowa, the 4 junior.
4th and final row from Kearney, Arizona, Jacob Pace, the 18K. And the 83 from Columbus, Nebraska, Jeff Ware.
Everything is okay with OP. This is getting to be a habit, mate.
Well, I don't mind this a bit. Not at all. Is Jerry still up there in the stand, or did he quit?
No, he's snacking.
Okay, well, I want to apologize, Jerry. I do love you, but, you know, please let him take over.
Ask him if he likes me, Wade.
Ryan said, do you like Ryan, though?
Oh, I love Ryan. He's the best there is. So, you know, yeah, I'm sorry he has to sit up there next to that.
Which Boone spoon do you pull?
Are you kidding me? The same one I did last night.
And a 15. Hold that against the sun there. Look at that, how pretty that is.
Down turns 1.
All I got to say is sorry about his luck.
I think he likes you, Jerry. I know Kevin Opheim likes you.
I know he does.
Down into turns 3 and 4.
Why,
oh, look out. Going to push up the hill as Paulsrock going to put that C5 up into the 3 spot. Man, things are right and tight. Woo. Got the skinny jeans on. 4 wide for not last.
Look at that. That is a thing of beaut. Down the back straightaway. We'll race him on in there. Colby Fett, John Oliver Jr., 1 and 2. Crazy coincidence. Oliver and Krogmeyer drive the same heat race. They race each other all the time. Jeff Ware back there in the 83 car. Going to chase Krogmeyer as we go on board from APCO with Jeff Ware.
2, boys. Yuck.
Saw that one happening as we were looking at the AFCO in-car from Jeff Ware. They had been wailing on each other. Down the back straightaway, going to be the double zero of Colby Fett. John Oliver Jr. got him hooked up and trying to tow him on in. Working off at turn number 2 here on your last Napa Auto Parts Live look in on Facebook for the day. Into turn number 3 and off at turn number 4. It will be down the front straightaway. 2 to go for Fett.
Down into turn number 2, Fett has about a half a second advantage over Oliver. Top 2 now checking out on the field. Paulsrock 1 1/4 second out of a transfer spot. White flag going to the air this time by Jerry. Just 1 lap to go for Fett and Oliver.
Rolling on down into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Colby Fett up there on the high line. Oliver and Paulsrock, top 2 moving. They'll advance on to tonight's qualifier. It'll be the double zero of Colby Fett and John Oliver Jr., the 02 junior. So that'll be our final Napa Auto Parts look in. You want to watch us for the rest of the night? Head on out to IMCA TV, and you've got a lot. You may look at it and go, oh, it's a load of money, but it's really not, because you're going to get 5 more stock car heat races, 2 modified Bs, 6.
You're going to get 5 or 4 A qualifiers tonight, plus the Fast Shafts All-Star Invitational.
Plus a whole bunch of other stuff.
Bunch of Bs.
Head on out. Beautiful view from the Sarge high atop the Boone Speedway.
Thank you for the message from Mike Thomas, heading back from Sioux City. Brett Thomas, sport mod racer. His grandpa is back in the hospital. So Dick Thomas, thank you for checking in on IMCA TV. Glad to have you along, and hopefully for a speedy recovery for you. I guess a 3-time track champion back in the early